Alright, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be reviewing the 1988 film Tucker, The Man in His Dream, of course, starring Jeff Bridges. Of course, this movie is based on it is a biopic directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and it was produced by George Lucas' company, Lucasfilm Limited, I believe it or not. And this movie is based on a guy named Tucker, who back in the 1930s designed a gun turret for the U.S. military, which they used virtually used in World War II. And so because of that, he was obsessed with cars, and he decided to build a quote safety car with, or I call it a safety car, a car with all these safety protocols like removable glass, seat belts, which were designed in cars up until that time. There were no seatbelts in cars then. And he designed other safety. He had, instead of the engine being in the front, he had the engine in the back. He had all these other crazy ideas to make a car safer and move and go have faster and faster cars with the combustible end with the engines and everything else. So he was able to get some investors and was able to build the cars. But the big three car companies, including Chrysler, GM, and Ford, didn't like that he was going to be the fourth guy or the fourth wheel, and his cars would be deemed, quote, safer because of all these changes in it. And his advisors and Tucker's advisors and his investors were saying, "Oh, this stuff can't work." And so why cannot work? And so because of this, that, and the other thing, and they keep giving Tucker excuses as why his ideas just won't work. And so, because it's better if it's in the front, it's better if the engine's in the front than in the back, and it's more economic. The design is better if it's in the front instead of in the back, and all this type of stuff. And they're trying to discourage him. And Tucker says, no, this thing will work. And then they found out that his first car that came off the assembly line that was used by used parts, and that brand new material. When that stuff was found out, the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, or the SEC, came down on him and charged him with fraud. Even though the other cars, or the sample model was used with bad parts, but not the 50 cars that he eventually came off the assembly line. And because of all that, he went to trial. And big spoiler now if you've never seen this movie, he was acquitted. And the people saw his car, and for I think about 47 of the cars to this day are still usable, believe it or not. And there were a couple of the cars that were actually used for this movie, which is hard to believe that some of them were actually used for the movie. Excuse me. But regardless of that, the movie wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was fairly quick. I mean, the movie was under 2 hours. So, but despite the fact, I don't mind watching a movie that's under 2 hours. I review plenty of movies that's under 2 hours on my channel here, but I thought the movie was fairly quick. Considering that Francis Ford Coppola directed this movie, he's famous for directing the Godfather movies, and they go like over 3 hours. So this movie being under 2 hours from Coppola, it was a surprise. But Jeff Bridges gave a great performance in this film, as he usually does. And so the rest of the cast, there was an A-list cast in this film. Yeah, I also had I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I'm watching all doing 3 reviews in one day, so it's kind of messing me up a little bit. But the film itself, I don't think the film was that, but was a very, very good film, very good cast, And if you haven't like Jeff Bridges, if you like biopics, you should not overlook this one. I think Tucker, the man in his dream, was one of the most overlooked biopics, especially during the 80s for some reason. Came out in 1988, and it's been overlooked because I think Rain Man won that year for Best Picture for 1988. So that movie Rain Man overshadowed everything. So even though Rain Man didn't win a whole bunch of awards either, but Tucker should have been at least recognized in some way as one of the better biopics that ever came down the pike. So that's my review of the movie Tucker, the Man in His Dream, and now I'm doing a short video. Please click on the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at RallyC.com. That's OWDY.C.com. There's a homepage. There's a Rally Reviewer, Christine Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.